Hi y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see, today is gonna be about the essentials that you need in your makeup bag. I wish somebody would have told me what I needed in my makeup bag when I first started doing makeup, so I wouldn't have been out here looking as crazy as I used to have been looking back in the day. Yeah, a lot of us when we first start doing makeup, we get so blinded by like, oh my gosh, we need a million brushes, we need a million foundations, we need a million concealers, you need a million things, and you really don't. Like, you really don't. So everything I'm going to show you in this video is what I did to do this face, and it's quite simple. You just got to know how to work with what you have. And also, the things I'm going to be showing you all, don't think that you have to be pressed to go buy it. I'm just showing you like, okay, you need this and you need that. Not necessarily like you need this brand of this, you know? All right. One thing every beginner needs is an eyebrow pencil. Don't believe the hype just yet. You're not ready for a pomade. And if you are, girl, more power to you. But you get much total control, more control, whatever. You get much more control whenever you use an eyebrow pencil. That way, you know, you can pack it on, you can fill it in lightly if you want to, you can go darker if you need to, but eyebrow pencil. Next, concealer. You need concealer to clean up your eyebrow situation. Why? Because you don't want to be out there with haggard eyebrows. You don't want your eyebrows looking this big, looking sharp as hell in the front. You need to clean it up. So you add some concealer. In addition to cleaning up your eyebrows, you definitely need this brush. Got the name of it, but it's just to clean it up under here. Whew. Next, let me go in with the brushes real quick. So for this face, I use a total of 7 brushes between eyeshadow as well as my actual face. You don't necessarily need to buy a whole belt full of brushes because you're a beginner. You don't know what you need yet. You don't know what uses for what. You know what I'm saying? So you only need 7. And the brushes I used 1, 2, 3 of them for my eyeshadow. You need a spoolie for your eyebrows. You need a blush brush. I think this is a blush brush. You need one of these brushes. And you need an angled blush brush. And this is a concealer brush, but I use it for my highlight. So when I get into the different details of the stuff I have here, I'm going to show you which brush you should use for what. Next, for the canvas of your face. Very simple. You need a foundation. Self-explanatory why you need one. Color corrector is optional. For the ladies that do have, like, you know, dark bags under their eyes or dark spots, you might want to just, you know, dap a little bit of some corrector on them just to, so don't peek through and shine through your foundation. And you also need, as you know, a concealer for like your under eyes and, you know, to highlight your forehead a little bit, your nose bridge, and everywhere else that normally deserves a highlight. Oh, how can I forget to say this first? You need primer. I don't care if you're just beginning, you definitely need a primer. And I would suggest buying like sample size things just because, you know, when you're beginning, you don't know what you need. You don't know what you want. You don't know what your face reacts to. Up next, what we have are a setting powder to be put inside of our makeup bag as well as a powder contour. It doesn't necessarily have to be a kit. It could just be a darker powder that's darker than your skin tone, but anything that, you know, makes your contour look good. So I would highly recommend that you buy a powdered contour over like a contour stick because contour sticks require more blending. And as a beginner, I personally did not know how to blend correctly. And I'd rather be safe than sorry, so you have more control using powder. With the powdered contour, I use this angled brush just to, you know, apply it on there. And to take off the setting that I have put under my eyes, I dusted it away with this brush. Quite simple. And that was pretty much it for my face. Blush is optional. When I began doing makeup, I didn't really use blush. I just recently started using blush when I bought this palette. And as I said, it's optional. You could get any blush. It doesn't have to be a palette. It could just be like a nice little drugstore pinky reddish tone, something that you like for yourself, and bada bing bada boom, add that to your bag. Now for eyes, I would highly recommend any kind of palette that has a lot of neutral colors with a pop of some colors. This was like my first eyeshadow palette that I loved and that actually looked good. So as you can see, it has like a whole bunch of like neutral colors, which I mainly used, and then you have like hints of colors, things that, you know, if you feeling like you want to step it up a notch that night, you want to pop on a blue, there it go. You want to pop on a gold, you know, it has black, it has brown. You should definitely get any palette that has neutral colors because it's easier to blend with. Now, going with that, let me show you the brushes I used. So I only used these 3 brushes for my eyeshadow. Some you might have to use more than once. I also use my fingers to put on some colors, but you don't need to go crazy with eyeshadow brushes because, as I said, you're a beginner. You don't know what you're doing yet. You just know, girl, brown go here, you know, a little darker brown go there, and maybe a color right there, and that's about it. So there it goes. Add that to the makeup bag. Also, for my eyes, I used a eyeliner pencil. Gel eyeliners are optional. What is it called? Wet eyeliners. What is it? Why do I always, on camera, I always forget the name of things? Liquid eyeliner. They're optional. It was very challenging for me when I first started. It's still kind of challenging for me to use those kinds of eyeliners just because you don't have all the control. Like with this, you're literally like dragging the pencil, so you have more control over it. There we go. Also for your eyes, I think it is imperative to have a colored eyeliner. Just because, as I said, you're a beginner, but you want to, you know, kind of want to look good sometimes. You might want to pop out with a little green under your eye, you know? You want to date, you want him to look at the green like, hello, honey, yes, hi, I'm here, So, you know, you don't want to look boring because this is your, you know, your first time doing makeup or whatever the case may be. So, I think you should always have like a colored under eye. Boom. Add that to the bag. Also, mascaras are key. Mascara is key. You might not want to use lashes. Like right now, I just have on like mascara. So I would suggest to get an eyelash primer. I find that when I use an eyelash primer, it makes my eyelashes look longer when I do finally put on the mascara. So add that to the bag. Highlight. This was like my very first highlight ever, and as you can see, I still have it, and I bought this so like literally had to be about 4 years ago, and I applied that with this concealer brush. So I just dip it in there, you know. This brush is not very precise, but it's small enough to highlight where I needed to highlight on my face. So we're gonna add that to the bag. You also need a setting spray. As I said, buy everything miniature because you don't know what you need yet. And I mean, I do know what I need, but I just didn't know if I fell in love with this because I like another finishing spray. So whatever, go figure. But you need a finishing spray. Last but not least, you need an lip liner. Because after you finish putting on all your foundation, your lips start to look like the same color as your face. So just to bring it out, I would say to get a nice brown lip liner just to bring back out your lips. And you can either go with a nude lipstick or a lip gloss. I went with lip gloss today. I could have went with the nude, but I was just like, you know, I'm feeling a little lip glossy today. So that's it. So our makeup bag has filled its capacity, as you can see. And this is legit all the things that you need. And look, my face is a prime example. You don't need to go crazy and buy 1,050,000 things and 1,050,000 palettes because you don't need it just yet. Just, you know, stick to what you need. But if you have any questions, comment below. I'll be glad to answer anything that you have to ask me. See you in the next one.